Hi everyone, welcome to a new video. Today's subject, varnish versus stain. One of the tried and tested ways to ensure the longevity of any wooden item in your home is to treat it with a protective coating. Often, this involves applying paint, varnishing, or staining and then applying a finish. Knowing how to compare varnish versus stain can help determine what is best for your home or woodworking project. In any case, varnishing may be better since it creates a protective barrier on the wood surface. Staining only enhances the color without offering protection against wear and tear or weather elements. What is a varnish? Varnish is typically a clear, transparent wood finish that forms a hardtop coat on the wood surface. It is pretty durable and comes in various levels of gloss. Varnishes are essentially like paint, except they do not have the pigment. Most varnishes are comprised of polyurethane resins and corresponding solvents. There are also water-based varnishes that have caught on mainly due to their eco-friendliness. Characteristic features of varnish: cures into a hard finish, protects the wood surface from physical damage by forming a scratch-resistant film on the wood surface, enhances the aesthetics of wood, keeping it looking great for ages. The hard coating also protects the wood from the effect of elements like moisture. Occasional spills and household stains from dust, dirt, and grime simply will not reach inside a varnished wood and risk damaging it. Wood varnish pros and cons. You could probably spend a lifetime trying to figure out whether or not to varnish your woodworking projects. But, with a little bit of knowledge, you can make an informed decision about whether this finishing step is right for you. Read on to learn the pros and cons of wood varnish so that you can decide if it's the right choice for your next project. Pros: creates a protective, scratch-resistant film on the wood surfaces, preserves the natural look of wood, easy to apply, brushstrokes are not easily visible. Con: can be time-consuming to apply, requires several hours between coats. What is a wood stain? Wood stains, on the other hand, are a group of pigmented liquid substances used to change the color of the wood. A wood stain is primarily designed to give wood a darker tint and bring out the natural wood grain. But not all types of wood are best for staining. Here's a list of woods that stain well. Characteristic features of stains: penetrate the wood grain and seal the pores, giving the wood an enhanced, natural feel. Can give a certain level of protection based on its ingredients. For instance, exterior wood stains offer protection from the harmful ultraviolet sun rays. Block the pores existing naturally on wood, partially sealing it from moisture that could damage it. Prevent molds and mildew from forming on wood. Maintain the natural aesthetics of wooden furniture for a long time. Wood stain pros and cons. Staining your woodworking projects has many benefits, but there are also some drawbacks to consider before making your decision. So, what are the pros and cons of wood stain? Let's take a look. Pros: stain can enhance the color of wooden furniture and make it more appealing. Wood stain preserves the beauty of the wood grain. It is easy to apply. Some wood stains dry quickly. Con: stained wood will only last a few years before requiring a fresh coat. Some woods do not work well with stains. Wood stain versus varnish side by side. If you wonder whether to go with a varnish or opt instead for a water-based or oil-based stain, this part here is for you. This section looks at how varnishes and stains compare in terms of performance and features. Read along to see where these two wood surface treatments differ and what may suit you better. 1. Wood varnish versus stain application. Varnish needs to go on well-prepared wood surfaces. For example, if you apply it on wood surfaces with blemishes, it will highlight them. Water-based stains will require more surface preparation to apply. Since the water in the water-based stain tends to raise the wood grain and affect the texture, you need to wet the wood surface with water several hours ahead of time. It is recommended that you clean the wood several hours beforehand or a day earlier and leave it wet overnight. Then, right before applying the stain, use sandpaper to smoothen it and get rid of any surface roughness. Verdict: it is a tie. Both varnish and stain are easy to apply on wet and dry edges, albeit with a few complexities shared between the two. 2. Varnish wood color versus stain, preserving the natural appearance of wood. Most varnishes are transparent resins that preserve the natural wood appearance as it is, although with a beautiful hard gloss. They come in 3 different levels of oil-based varnish, which are gloss, semi-gloss and satin finishes. These characteristics result from the type of resin or oil in the varnish and the resin ratio to oil in it. Whether the varnish consists of tung oil, boiled linseed oil, soybean oil, safflower oil, or walnut oil, the main ingredient is usually a synthetic or polyurethane resin. Consequently, the layer dries into a transparent hard finish that preserves the natural appearance of wood. Some varnishes also contain color to give the wood an added effect and aspect that wood stain is known for. Stains come in all kinds of shades and are also water-based, oil-based, and more. While the tints and stains usually alter the color of wood, they do not form a coat on the wood surface, so they only enhance the natural beauty of wood. Stains will penetrate the wood and bring out its grain pattern. As a result, the appearance will be more dramatic than that of bare wood. Notice that you can choose to go with little to no tint on your wood stain, in which case it will be near as clear as a standard varnish. Verdict: it is a tie. Both varnish and stain can come in tinted and clear forms, each that enhances the beauty and preserves the natural appearance of wood surfaces. 3. Varnish versus stain. Maintenance. The glossy appearance characteristic of varnished wood contributes to its easy maintenance in the following ways. Attracts dirt less. Provides excellent protection against water vapor, heat, and chemicals that might spill on the wood. Creates a hard sheen that makes them much easier to clean. Usually, wood has tiny pores on its surface where dust, dirt, and filth can hide and form stubborn stains over time. Such can provide a foothold for molds and mildew that cause unsightly discolorations that are extremely difficult to clean. Applying varnish to bare wood covers the openings and seals off the wood from dirt and household stains. This further increases the ease of maintaining such woods. Stains require more effort to maintain. Standard wood stains do not create such protective glossy layers. A high-quality stain will penetrate the wood grain and prevent moisture from soaking into the wood to risk rotting it, but that is as far as the protection goes. For regular maintenance, you must watch out for chemical spills, heat, and water vapor that can still damage a stained wood. Wood stains are just not resistant to these elements. This explains why you must still add a clear coat over a layer of stain to minimize maintenance of such furniture or timber surfaces. Verdict: varnish wins. Varnish provides better protection and ensures minimal maintenance is necessary. 4. Varnish or stain. Rot prevention. The 3 common treatments available for rotting wood are paint, stain, varnish. Both varnish and wood stain will protect your outdoor furniture and prevent rotting without altering the wood's natural appearance. This is one area where these 2 forms of wood treatment are a close match. Except for heavily tinted options, exterior wood stains are pretty much like varnish. They form a protective film on the wood surface that seals the pores on the wood surface and prevents rot in the same way as a varnish. Verdict: it is a tie. 5. Varnish versus stain. Drying time. The average drying time for natural varnish is approximately 24 hours. However, polyurethane resin and water-based varnishes tend to dry faster, so long as the conditions are optimal. Wood stain dries completely in about 24 to 48 hours. This is especially important if you intend to apply a polyurethane resin finish on top of the stain layer. Some woodworkers allow up to 72 hours of drying time for wood stain before applying the final protective finish for their projects. If you're going to apply polyurethane over stained wood, knowing how long to let stain dry before poly is crucial. Verdict: it is a tie. Drying times between varnishes and stains are close. Wood stain versus varnish. Verdict: in a nutshell, varnish and wood stain work differently, and this forms the basis of determining what will suit your project better. Use varnish when you want to preserve the furniture or wood's appearance and color. You want to stick to one varnish finish instead of using multiple products to treat your wood. Use wood stain when you wish to color your wood in a particular way without losing the natural grain the way paint does. You want the wood grain on your furniture to pop. We hope that you enjoyed this guide. We will be delighted to hear your thoughts in the comments section.